What's up, guys? Evander here, back with another video. I have missed you guys so much. Things have slowed down a bit with the channel, but we're picking right back up, hopefully, with the summer approaching. We're starting it off nice with this rear bumper diffuser from EVBase. Thank you guys so much for sending this one over for review. I am loving this so much. Just look at it. It looks amazing, especially with its brother up here on top, that rear spoiler. Made of the same stuff, so ABS with a carbon fiber texture. I chose the glossy one. There are 5 different options for the rear bumper diffuser, so check them out in the description below. Be sure to use RedKnave20 if you want it. It's going to save you at least 20% off of it or anything else from EVBase. Especially around the holidays, they bump my discount up all the way, so you get the most bang for your buck, and it helps support my channel so I can keep showing you guys more stuff like this. Installation was extremely easy. After some trial and error, some figuring it out, I think I got it down. So stick around if you want to see the full install. I'm willing to bet you could do both of these in under 20 minutes if you follow my instructions. Very simple. Everything you need to do this is provided in the box. But yeah, I think this just gives it an amazing look. It is rock solid, ain't going anywhere, completely flush with the, it looks OEM. If this had any carbon fiber packaged with the Cybertruck, this is what it would look like. So very simple. I still have access to the tow hitch. The only caveat I've found is mud flaps. I had to take my mud flaps off, not compatible with any mud flaps. So luckily in California, it rarely rains, maybe 2 months of the year it was gonna rain. So I don't really need them. I took them off. I much prefer to have these on there year round instead of the mud flaps, which barely get any use. But you guys tell me what you think in the comments below. Does this give it a nice, cool look or what? I think so. So if you're interested, let's get right into the unboxing and then we'll do the full install. As for the unboxing, I already took it out of the box. Very well packaged with lots of foam in a cardboard box. But this, again, made of ABS plastic, just like its sort of diffuser brother. Same glossy carbon fiber look. Not actual real dry carbon fiber, just ABS with the pattern of carbon fiber on it. Again, this would be probably thousands of dollars if it were real carbon fiber. I'm glad this is a more affordable option. It looks like they chose very well on where the design should be and not be, since, as you can see here, the design gets kind of warped, but you don't see that part of the design. This is going to be stuck underneath there. No one's going to see this side. It all is about this side and the back side. You don't need it on the bottom here or whatever. I'm losing which side is bottom, top, left, right. This is the underside for sure. You don't need it under there. So they've skipped all the areas where you just won't see it. It would be a waste of time and resources to coat the entire thing in a perfect carbon fiber wrap or whatever you want to call this. I guess it is a sort of wrap. I can see the edges. But yeah, otherwise, you get the 2 sides. They're mirrored, as well as some bolts, self-tapping screws, extra adhesive, and a whole boatload of adhesive promoter wipes. So more than enough, I think, for the adhesive. I'm going to let this sit in the sun for just a little bit. So when we do install it, it'll be ready to go. But we have a problem. Well, let's address that right away. All right, so here we are on the rear passenger side. And if I were to put this into place, that'd look great, but my rear mud flap is in the way. So these are not compatible with, at least from what I'm aware of, any mud flap. So if you've got any, you got to remove them before you can put the diffuser on. And I don't see any very easy way to like modify this so that the mud flap's not in the way. So it is what it is. I don't mind removing those mud flaps. This is, in a way, sort of like a mud flap. There's a little bit of extra meat back there, but I don't mind taking them off so I can install this product, which I prefer the look of. So let's pop those off real quick. Okay, good news and bad news. Good news, I already did the passenger side and it looks fantastic and it's done. I know what not to do. which brings me to the bad news. A, incompatible with mud flaps, had to remove it. I do need to find some additional little pins since I broke some existing ones that were in there. That's no problem at all. I suppose it's not really bad news, but I found out all the bad ways of installing this. So I'm going to show you the preferred way and the hassle-free way of installing this on the driver's side. So I'm going to cut out like 10 minutes of frustration so you can just see how to do it correctly. Here we go. Alrighty, step 1 is remove mud flaps if you have them, because they're not going to work. Step 2, 70% isopropyl alcohol. You need to clean all the dust, grease, and grime off of this panel right here, as well as the one back here. Luckily, it's upside down. Doesn't really get too much grease and grime and stuff on it since it's upside down, and not a lot of stuff is like sticking to it. So wipe it down nice and good with 70% ISO, so the adhesive has something to stick to and it's not going to just fall off. I did clean my truck earlier this morning, make sure it is nice and good looking, at least better than it was. And then pro tip, put your truck into extract mode, that way you can get underneath it more easily. So go into off-road, extract mode, get that as high off the ground as you can. The next step is the adhesion promoter. The next pro tip is do not do this during the middle of the day in the summer because it's hot. I had some gloves on earlier. I sweat through them. It was gross. I was dripping sweat out of my glove onto my face. Luckily, I don't have to use that footage since I have two sides I can use footage from. So that's why we're going to go with the driver's side now that I know what not to do. So we're going to spread this. I got 5 of the adhesion promoter wipes, so we're going to use 1 on this side right here. Make sure you get the edges, especially everything that's far away from the sort of interior, because the bolts we're going to be using is going to hold it on. It's the edges that you want the adhesion promoter on the most. That's where it needs help. So I'll use the next one on this edge here, and I'll work my way in. I would recommend using gloves with this stuff since it's gross, probably toxic, probably gets you a nice little contact high because it's pretty smelly. But again, I sweat through my gloves because it was totally warm. It's very hot today. I keep burning myself touching my bumper. So yeah, maybe do this in a covered place or not in the heat of the day. Do it first thing in the morning. All right, adhesion promoter is done. So I'm going to record this with my glasses. You're going to be tempted to use the 3 bolt holes on the bottom underside. You can do that. I don't recommend it because there is a hidden clip inside of there on each of these holes. And if it pops out, boy, are you going to have a hard time. Things aren't going to line up. It might not ever be as tight as it was before. So what I recommend is you just hold this up when you're putting this in place. Don't use the existing holes that are already there. There's 3 little divots. Actually 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Use those with the self-tapping screws. So that's where it's going to go. I'm going to peel off the adhesive now. Only on this side. For the other one, I'm going to peel it back, but only the corner. And I'm going to let it hang out towards the back side. Then we're going to raise this up and line up the holes. Sort of use this L-shaped corner here to put that little elbow in there. and then start raising it up into place. Everything will align and fit perfectly. So there's a bit of a trust the process. So line up this edge first and then start raising it up, and you'll just feel it sort of push itself where it wants to go. Because once this adhesive touches and you push on it really good, it ain't going anywhere. So now that it's up, make sure everything's lined up. There we go. Give it a little bit of a light push. Okay. That adhesive should be able to hold it alone now. And now I'm going to get a bunch of these self-tapping screws they provide you and start screwing. There's nothing up here. It's just empty plastic. Nice and slow. When it starts to take, you don't want to strip the hole, and just repeat through each of these 4 divots on this side. Now that I put those first 4 bolts in, the self-tapping screws, we're going to peel this out and back. Now that adhesive is like active, and now I can push this up and into place. The adhesive is taking, and we'll get the 4 self-tapping screws. And there are some holes down here pre-drilled, kind of at an angle. You're going to go in. Again, don't over screw this in. You'll strip it, and instead of holding it in place, you're just going to have an empty hole and nothing to grab onto. Let the screw do the job. One more over here. And that's it. We're done. If you want, you can kind of push this top edge, but the screwing should help everything push it up into place where it wants to be. And that adhesive ain't going anywhere. Again, we skipped messing with any of these holes. So there's the OEM's bolts are still underneath these 3 holes. You don't take those out is my recommendation. They're not worth it. There we go. Easier, way so much easier. Alrighty guys, that does it for this install. I think it looks fantastic, especially with the matching spoiler up top with the glossy carbon fiber. Just like that one, this again comes in several finishes: matte, glossy, black, carbon fiber, not carbon fiber. Choose whatever you like. EVBase's website link is always in the description below. I think this one's one of my favorite installs. Definitely keeping this one on. Don't need the mud flaps. Gonna miss them, but this looks so much cooler, even from the sides. Just those way they perfectly designed. Very cyber look to it. Aggressive. Loving it. So again, thanks for stopping by. Be sure to like, subscribe, and follow. You know the drill. And I'll see you soon in the next video. Take care.